Becker was transferred to a less bleak cell at one of Britain's worst prisons after apparently complaining of claustrophobia. The disgraced former Wimbledon champion was in Block E at the notorious HMP Wandsworth, an overcrowded, rat-infested Victorian prison in South London. But he has now been transferred to the Trinity Wing where conditions are said to be less grim. Becker, 54, was jailed for 2.5 years at London's Southwark Crown Court last month after he was found guilty of hiding assets following his 2017 bankruptcy. It is understood he may be deported to his native Germany by the end of the year. Filmmaker Chris Atkins, who served time at Wandsworth for tax fraud, was surprised the one-time world #1 tennis player had secured a place at Trinity so early. Prisoners wait months and even years to get into this part, Mr. Atkins told German media. Trinity has a somewhat more relaxed supervision. Here prisoners have more opportunities to leave their cells. For example, to work, continue your education, play sports and socialize. Becker may have been given a job at the prison, Mr. Atkins said. I've done 7 jobs at Trinity. This included running the cash register, handing out slips of paper with visitor information, and handing them out in the canteen. You can also work in the food service, in the library and in the laundry service. I also helped out in the education department. Despite his short stint behind bars so far, Becker is believed to have been upgraded from standard level, which every newcomer enters the prison at, to IEP, incentives and earned privileges, level. This has apparently improved his prospects in prison and facilitated his transfer to the Trinity Wing. HMP Wandsworth, which is crammed with more than 1,300 inmates, is regularly branded one of the worst jails in Britain. In a recent report, Chief Inspector of Prisons Charlie Taylor revealed Wandsworth is blighted by mental health issues and drug abuse with desperately bored inmates spending 22 hours in their cells. Mr. Taylor wrote, "One group of prisoners from Trinity Unit, who came blinking into the sunlight, told me that it was the first time they had been outside for more than a week. Violence is an acute problem." Mr. Taylor praised the work of the governor and staff under challenging conditions but said their main focus was to keep the prison going from day to day. He described Wandsworth as a crumbling, overcrowded, vermin-infested prison.